Hi everybody, good morning. We're gonna hopefully get close, if not finish up this today. So a lot of bits and pieces that I've been working on, and eventually we're gonna get them all put together. I did start to decorate our journal part, and I'm gonna finish that up with you. We'll set this aside. Okay. See where we're going to start. Well, let's put this down first. We're going to put this other little tag on this journal so it'll match the box or folder or whatever you want to call that thing. Not really a folder anymore, but okay. Glue this down. I think we're going to put it about right there, I think. What did I do with the... Well, somewhere we have those little pink things. I'm going to put one on each side of this. So I'll figure out what I did with them. Well, they're here somewhere. We'll find them. If I haven't knocked them off the back of the desk, which that's highly possible. Not good with a mess. Alright, let's put this back in here for a minute. I've got my glue fixed. Hopefully I can keep it that way. Alright, well I have this piece of bling that I want to put down through here. And it has sticky on it, but I'm going to put a little extra just because I don't always trust the sticky on the back of those. Some of them stick really well, but I don't always trust it. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. And you're going to have to come down. There we go. I think that will look nice across there. Okay. Oh, there's my beads. I found them. I knew I'd find them eventually. So we want 2 of these. Hope everybody's doing well. I would really like to get over whatever this flu or whatever it is I have, because it's crazy. One minute you feel better, the next minute you feel worse. Can't make up its mind. I do have a trash can over there. I'm not really throwing stuff on the floor. I know it probably looks like that. Come on. Get on there. Try to get them even. Okay. And I also, oh well, we want to put a couple on here too. So let's get 2 more. I'll put them back there again. I'll probably forget where I put them again if I need them. We want to put one on here. Oops. I did do a little bit off screen, not a lot, but a little bit, and I'll walk you through what I did do. Didn't get any responses of whether you guys thought this was too long of a project or not yet. I'd like to have some feedback from you so I know in future if you'd rather have shorter ones or longer ones, but if you don't tell me, I really don't know. Alright. Let that dry. Now this piece, I took that sticker off. I've saved these because these come in good, handy for those when you want windows and stuff. They work really well. They're really sturdy. Okay. I have some of these flowers here. They're Prima flowers. And I think I got them from scrapbook.com. They actually were on clearance for like, I think $3 and something, $3.40 or something like that. That was a good deal there. And there's 8 of them. I just think they're beautiful. And we're going to put some of those down here. I like that one. Hoping it's not too big. Put a little cluster down here. I think that will be very pretty. Hopefully not too bulky for our box. I had debated on whether to put this stuff on or just put it in there, because I'm trying to make this kind of like a an assisted, I guess, do-it-yourself kit. So you have a little bit of a head start on it, but then you can fix it up mostly the way you like it. I really like these flowers. I'm gonna have to get some more of these. Hold these for just a few seconds here to... Sorry, my throat gets really dry really fast. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think we're going to take some of these and just put a few here and there around the outside of this. See, I'll figure out where I want to put them first, I guess. There, 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 there. Yeah, I think that looks good. Just to add a little more bling in color. Draw your eye out a little bit. And I don't really like the glue in between these either, so that's another reason why I just pull them off and glue them on. I love these little things, but and one there. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, put those back on there. All right. And again, we're going to leave this blank so they can put whatever, whoever you're giving it to can put whatever they like on there. Come on. A little hard time with the holding that being so little. Okay, so there's what we have for our, and I think that's good. I'm not going to put anything on the back because I want it to be able to lay, you know, flat. I did pick out some papers to put in there, and I just have some parchment paper, some pink paper, some white paper. There's a couple of dictionary pages in there. There's a folder paper, little decorative thing there. And I think in the middle, yeah, I put one of these the little doilies in the middle. Now I will go through and round all these corners before I give it to them. I'm not going to sew this in because I'm going to leave that for them to do, because this is supposed to be like a kit. So, you know, some of it will be decorated, but most of it, you know, will be for them to do what they want with it. We'll make some, put all this extra stuff in the little envelopes inside it and everything, so they can do that. So that part is pretty much done. And then we have this folder here, and I just put a piece of that white doily lace on there, and one of these little rose stickers. Which, you know, they can take those off if they don't like them. I didn't really decorate this one a whole lot because these we kind of want to lay flat. I did, however, put some of the tags in here just so that they can see that, you know, those are pockets. So this can be an ephemera holder for them. They can actually put this, it's the right size. We made it the right size so they could put it in their journal if they want. This one also. We decorated just a little bit on there. We got our little tablet in there. You know, this also can be, we made it the right size that it can fit in there. So we have those 3 piecey parts. I'm still waiting on your decision on that. I haven't decided myself yet either. I am going to take one of these larger envelopes. I'll see which one will fit the best. We did the buttons together, so the only really thing I did to this was actually glued this down, and I used that, where did it go? I just had it. The stickles that I got, or received from Anne, I did use that on the butterfly here, and it makes it real iridescent, like, it almost looks like a diamond. It's so pretty. I hope you can, I don't know if you can see that on there, but it's really pretty. Okay, so we're going to put one of these junk envelopes in here to hold the ephemera pieces and the pieces that we're going to include with the kit. So I'm either going to put it, of course the flap's going to be on the outside. I'm not going to use this one because it's glued shut already. I want to be able to open that. I'm either going to put it here, which might be the best, or a smaller one back here. I was thinking about doing 2, but I think 1 is enough. I think. We'll see. We'll do the 1 and then we'll go from there. So this will be glued here, which is going to, of course, cover up our little sewing, which is good, and make it a little more finished. So we need to cover this. Now I did not yeah, we won't have to cover this side because it's going to be glued down. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this paper is going to be big enough to do this envelope. I think it's about the perfect size. Yeah, oh yeah, we'll have plenty left for the flap. That'll be good. And maybe even a piece for if we need to slide down inside. That will be good. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm so sorry. I have to keep drinking all the time. I did get my glue cleaned out. I don't know exactly what it was, but we got it fixed. I think I got a few more ideas for these chunk envelopes. Been really thinking because I've been really getting a lot of them here lately. Okay. So we can't go that way, so we'll have to go this way. I'm going to put this clear up to the crease. I think I can get it to move a little bit. There we go. Okay, my bone folder. I just had it. Put it away. Does everybody have that much trouble finding stuff as I do, or is it just me? I'm really trying to be diligent about keeping this closed. Okay, now we're going to trim this off. Start on this side. And hopefully I won't cut my envelope, but if you do, you can always glue it back shut. Not that big a deal. But I'm going to try not to. A little close there. Come on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay. I'm gonna fold this back so I can get to this top part. Might need my smaller scissors, so I'm not sure yet. Now you can trace this out and cut it all out before you glue it down if you think that's easier. I don't really mind doing it this way, and then I know I'm close to where the shape that it was before. Okay. I did notice we need a little more glue in this corner. Well, probably this one too. Make sure I'm not gluing that closed. We don't want to glue it closed. Whew. Okay. Now, I want a piece for this flap up here. Going to turn it this way so I have a nice edge that I know is straight. Not where I cut, because I know that's probably not straight. Now I'm going to line right up with this edge. And plop that down there. These big envelopes really come in handy. I'm going to have to trim this just a little bit. I didn't think I would have to trim that edge, but I didn't get it quite down far enough, and we don't want to interfere with our, well, let me cut this side off first. Just to get it out of my way. We don't want it to interfere with our fold because we do want to be able to open and close that. Really don't want to cut this, the envelope. I'm trying to be very careful. Okay. Don't need that. Got a little piece right there that's sticking up too. I don't think when I cut it, it was quite dry right there. There we got it. Come here. Throw you away. Throw you away. Okay. Now we can cut this off. And here's if you want to make a little decorative piece on here, you could do that. Remember how I showed you could put this up against there. Here, I'll try to do it where I can show you. If you have a piece of double-sided tape to stick on the back of that until you're done, it's helpful. But not imperative, but I do need a smaller pair of scissors to go around it. Where's my other scissors? Because those are really my... Aha. Trying not to use my cloth scissors there for paper. I know normally I don't bother with that, but that's probably why all my scissors are dull. It's not the easiest way. If you've got dies, it's much, much easier, but and I do have a couple of dies, but I don't have a die cutting machine right now. Mine broke and have to wait to replace it with Christmas and all. And this year has just been not a good year. Okay. So there, see we have our little decorative top. And you can do that on any envelope. Any piece of paper, actually. It doesn't have to be an envelope. And I'm wondering, nope, that's not. Oh, I don't want to piece that. So we may be using, it's not quite long enough either. Oh, come on, don't tell me I have to cut a whole piece for, oh, that will be pretty. That will be pretty. Okay, we're going to use this for our top piece. And like I said, we don't have to do the back because that's going to be affixed down to our kit box folder or whatever you want to call it. Whoops. Missed the spot there. Alright. Turn this around so I can. There's some straight edge. That's going to make my words upside down, so I guess we're going to do it. I guess we're going to do it this way. I think I want more of the rows, so I'm just going to hold it up there. And I know I'm probably going over both sides, which is probably good because it's not really straight on either side. And then I can trim it to fit better. And while we're at the gluing stage, I'm thinking, yes, we will glue this in here so we don't have that white background, which I mean, that's not a big deal, but we have this piece, we may as well make it pretty. I like it better when I think it looks a little more finished that way anyway. Now, if I can get it down in there where I want it before it decides it wants to stick down. My paper. Come on, come on, come on. Wasting time here. Slide it down a bit. Okay. So it did slide for me good. Alright. I know we're probably going to have a little crack through there, but that's okay because we got ink. Okay. Make sure we still fold, so we're gonna have to trim this a bit. We don't want it to interfere with where we're folding. So I'm going to trim this off. It's not really a lot. Okay, there we go. Good. And of course, we'll ink that. I don't want to use the black. I would use the heather, but I can't find my other. Can't find anything today. I think the cat comes up here too in the nights. I know she sleeps in here. I've heard her snoring. I try to keep her out. But I think she comes and plays with stuff on my desk sometimes when I forget to close the door. Okay. We're good on that side. Okay. Got some overspray there. All right. Now, there I go. Trim this side up. Trim that from the front. Just gonna go this way just to get the bulk of it off so I can see what I'm doing here across this narrow line. Okay. Now we'll cut our decorative edge again. Sorry it's taking so long, but I really have a hard time seeing here lately. And I don't want to mess it up. Okay. Now we'll ink that up, just that edge. edge. Okay. And that should do us. All right. So now we just need to put it in. And I think we're going to put it on this side, the big side. Well, we're going to have to because it's too big for that side. We're going to put it right here. And I want to put it to where the flap is up this way. That way when you close it all up, if you're carrying it, if things aren't going to fall out. So that's the way we want to do it. Try to get me some room here. And I want to try to center it the best as I can. I think that looks good there. And we may put some Velcro on that closure. Haven't decided yet. Or a magnet, which of course I should have done before I put the paper on, but there's ways to fix that too. I'm not sure if I want to close it or just leave it as like a flap. And we do have a window in this, and that is fine. And I'll show you here why in just a second. Not that you can't really see down in that envelope very well anyway, but you'll be all right. Hopefully I got that straight. Around this way so I can get in there. Make sure it's all down well. We will go around these outside edges a little bit too once I get this, the biggest part of it down. Good. I'm just sticking my bone folder in there and just rubbing it around a little bit to get that stuck down. But if you do happen to see through there, the only thing you're going to see through that hole is this paper on the back. So that's why I said it doesn't matter that there's a window. But, I mean, you really have to look to see it down in there anyway. All right, now I'm going to go around the outside edges just to reinforce just a little bit more. Because I really don't want this coming off. And you could have rounded the corners on these envelopes if you wanted to. You just round your corners and then glue it back together. I thought about that, but I didn't do it. Okay. All right. So now we have our little envelope up here. Close up my glue. Trying to be a good girl. Somebody on Facebook said something yesterday about pulling up their big girl panties, and I just love that because I say that all the time. I tell my daughter that all the time. Put your big girl panties on and just do it. So I love that somebody else said it. Okay, so we're going to take these extra ephemeras and we're going to put them in this pocket. These, I was going to put little pockets on here, and I still may do that. This kit also came with, let's see if I got any big enough first before I say we might still do that, because maybe we won't. Yeah, I don't know. Well, even if I don't put those in there, they might come in handy for something, right? Oh, that's pretty. I think we're going to, if I can find another really, not real lot about that. Maybe this. Yeah, I think we will. Just because we can. get that straight. Not bad. Not bad. And we're gonna make our little thumb pull. Just in case they decide once their journal's all together and they don't want to keep it in this anymore, or even if they do, they have a little storage spot there to do something with. Whoops, that's not what I want. Around, come off of there. This corner, because that's going to be on the inside. Actually, I was thinking it might look funny if I rounded both, but I don't think it will. Okay, and we'll put that on that side. We may as well do that right this minute. Not procrastinate. Maybe me, I just feel like I take so long when I do videos, and that people are going to get bored. Because I take so long. It's a process, I guess. Okay. Down, do our little Edith push. Scrapbooking with me, I got that from her, and that's what I always call it, is the Edith push. Oh, you're just going to be stubborn, aren't you? There we go. All right. Okay. So I have two little pockets there. If nothing else, I can stick the little pin in there. That would work. If we don't decide to put the little pin box inside, which, I don't know, I'm kind of leaning toward. But we'll see. Okay, this envelope, I just folded it up and put it together. It came with the kit. It's beautiful. I just think it's beautiful. And we're going to put that in our little pocket as well here. Try to separate these just a little bit so we have room. Got lots of room in there. I don't know if we're going to put a closure on that or not. But we could. We could put a couple of more little buttons on there. Of course, that would have been easier to do before we put it on there, but we can still do it. Okay, slide you down. Now we have these couple of butterflies that we didn't use. I'm thinking about maybe putting one on there. Yeah. Put that one in there. I think we are going to put one on there. Trying to find the end of this lace. There we go. Let's see something here. It's a little wrinkly. I don't like that. 2, 3, 4. I think. Well, I counted 4 and then I cut it wrong. We're going to put that on there. Come on, I did fill you up, bottle. try to put this kind of together so it looks like one piece. Okay. I'll put our butterfly on there. Just had that in my hand, I guess. And I like this little dude here, a little tiny postcard-like thing. And I want to stick it right up under there, I think. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Got a little too close to the edge right there. There. Not sure where that stickles went. I probably knocked it off the other side of my desk again. But I have this glossy accents. Maybe if I can. Oh, my hands are not working today. All right. Oh, I usually have a pair of pliers up here for the case my hands don't want to work, but I can't find them right at the moment. I might not have brought them up when I moved stuff. Well, my hands don't want to work. But either the stickles or the glossy accent I'm going to put on this butterfly. Now the glossy accents will make it look almost like porcelain, which I'm kind of leaning toward. I might do that and let it dry and then put the stickles on top so it'll be shiny and like porcelain. I think that's what I'll do. But I'll have to do that off camera because I'll have to, have to get my pliers so I can get that open. I have that problem with glue bottles a lot of the times too. Okay, now we have these 3 tags I'm going to put inside the pocket of this journal. Oh, that was another thing I did off camera too. I put the little ribbon on there. There. Okay. All right. So, I'm thinking I am going to put this in. I do think we need some kind of closure. I may sew a couple of the little buttons on there. I think I have a couple little pink ones, or white ones even. I think I will do the same kind of closure we did on the outside on there. And one other thing we needed to do was where we sewed this on. I'll probably put a flower on there. One of these little flowers, just decorative look. Or maybe, might have to find a flatter one, which that's no problem, I can do that. Now, back to this. I didn't, let's see. I'm still not sure, because this will fit in there with that on there. Well, I guess we won't use it. We'll just put it in the middle, like that. And then we have our pockets if somebody wants to, let's try to make sure it wasn't open. Stick a, well, it'll have to be smaller than that. Or we could make a pin to match. And that's very easy. You just take, is this a pen or a pencil? It's a pen. Of course, I can't get it unscrewed. Maybe this one I can. Yeah, this one I can. I'll just show you real quick. You just take the insides out of a... I might have to take some papers out of that journal. I might have made it a little fat. What do we want to use? We use use this, and yeah, that side and that side. I've done this before. It's not hard and looks kind of cool. I hope I didn't cut that too short. Alright, I'm very crooked. I know that. That was just a rough cut. Now we'll trim it up. We don't need it that wide anyway. Just hoping I didn't make it too short. That would be the problem. Oh no, we got plenty of room. Okay. You just want to make sure that it's longer than your pin that you're wanting to do. Or your refill, I should say. Okay, so we have our two pieces. I'm going to round the corners. I actually could have made that. I actually do need to make that smaller. Not could, do. Because you don't want it too fat or it's kind of awkward to use. But I don't know that people really use them. They just kind of like them because they're match their stuff. How did I get that so crooked? I got that really crooked. And I cut that on the cutter. I'm going to wind up making it too skinny. Okay, we'll round both ends so it's got a little rounded part at the bottom. Okay, and you just take and put your glue on the inside here. You just need to leave a narrow space for your refill to fit. And I just like a little bit of the tip sticking out because it gives you more to hold on to and it's not so ugly. And I think I might have made this a little too short. Yeah, I think I did. All right, no worries. We'll just do this. And then cut it when it dries. It's been a while since I made one of these. Oh, well, that didn't want to work, did it? I think I let my glue dry on this piece. I might just need to use a different one to make sure I should do this before I cut it, I guess. That's why I make the mistakes so you don't have to. And I make a lot of them. Okay. I know that's way too wide, but Leia's around here somewhere. I hear her snoring. I knew I went way over on my glue. I'll have to scrub my pad again. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't get the glue down far enough here. Okay. Kind of hard to lay something flat that wants to roll on you. All right. Want to get up tight to your pen. Of course, this is kind of like a disposable pen because you can't really refill it now, but because it is a refill. I hope that wasn't my husband's pen. No, it wasn't. He has certain pens he likes, and I have a habit of snagging them all the time. Okay. This was not part of today's plan. Of course, I really don't have a plan. All right. Now we can trim it. I will trim it a little closer, but not until it dries. I gotta let it dry good. But then we can still round our corners. I'm gonna round that up. Oh, try to use my claw scissors again. You guys have to keep after me. Didn't get my round or paper in the rounder very well, so I'll just fix it up. There we go. Okay. That out of the way. Okay. So I gotta let it dry good, but I'll show you. And make sure your pen refill works. You buy new refills or have one that works. Normally I would buy new ones. But I know that pen worked. And just so you know, that does work. And either side, slide right in there. Oops, see it's a white. I do like seeing white. Well, I should wait till it dries though. I could just ink it, of course, but I put a lot of glue on there, so it's going to take a little while for it to dry. Make sure our pockets don't stick. And it'll slide right in there. I gotta let it dry. So I'm messing with it and making it wrinkle. So I need to let it dry really well. But anyway, that's how you do it. Or that's how I do it. Other people may do it other ways, so you might check with other people too and see how they do it. Now, this did get dry, so I need to trim this. Just some, not really a lot. It's gonna be a pain. The vacuum. Okay. Yeah, I think I will put a button on there just so it doesn't flop open like that. All right, so we have our folders that'll fit right down in there. I'm going to turn them opposite ways so that you don't have all the bulk on one side or the other. And I may have too many pages in here. I don't think so, though. I'll give them room to grow. All right. Then, actually, these I don't think are going to go in there. Could have made my spine a little bigger, but these will lay on top. That way they won't smash the flower. The flowers. They'll close like that. I will put buttons on the inside envelope. And we'll put a charm on here. Of course, it's probably going to be a key, but there you have it. You got a nice little kit that you can give as a present, and then they can put it together however they want to put it together. They can put their own pockets in. I mean, you could always make pockets too and put in there for them. So all they have to do is just basically put it together, just depending on, you know, whoever you're giving it to, what their skill level is. But a lot of times people like to put their own touches on things, and I just think that will be a nice gift for somebody that loves journals, but, you know, doesn't want to, or isn't able to, or doesn't want to go through the thing of making the whole thing. This way, you know, they have this little kit, they can just open it up and put the piecey parts where they want them, put their own little touches on things. If I did this again, I would most likely, since I was kind of doing it on the fly and wasn't sure exactly what I was doing when I started, I would probably make my spine. So if you want to make one of these but you haven't started it yet, I would make the spine on these pockets a little wider, just so you have more bulkiness room. I mean, it all fits in there good, and you know, once everything dries on this, it doesn't have to lay. I made the spine rounder so that it would hold more paper, which is, you know, probably in the end the best thing. But then they can always, when they're done, they can always store their, if they don't want to use this for something else, they can always store their journal in it. Once they're done writing, they can put it in there, put it all back together and stick it up on a shelf or whatever until you can wrap this however you want. I just always do the figure 8 for some reason on them. But yeah, then I have it. And I didn't decorate it a whole lot. That way, if they want to decorate, you know, this more, they can do that too. Oops, I missed one of my flowers. But, yeah, it was just an idea I came up with. Because I know a couple of people have said that, you know, they do have some crafting skills, but it's mainly getting started that they have a problem with. So this way you've got them started already. All they have to do is decorate their pages, sew them in their book, and, you know, decorate it how they want, and they're pretty much done. So yeah, that's it. I will finish the rest of this up. I will put the buttons on the envelope inside and do the butterfly, and I'll show you what that looks like when it gets done. And we'll wait for our pen to dry, and we'll put that in there. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, I would make all these spines. I would say, what did we make them? Yeah, see, we made a 1/2-inch spine. I think I would go an inch, maybe even an 1.5 inches, so they have a little more room. But definitely, if you make it bigger, make sure you put the chipboard pieces on the edges, because that way it will be much sturdier and it won't be so flimsy. But yes, I would go at least an inch. I would probably do 1.5 inches, just so you have a little extra room inside there. But yeah, that's it done, other than the final touches, and I'll show you that on the next video, just, you know, it completely done. But yeah, I think you should give it a try. It seemed like it took a long time, but when you're crafting by yourself and you're not doing a video, it really isn't that long. Or at least I don't think it is. I think when you're doing a video, it makes everything longer just because you're talking and, you know, trying more not to make a mistake, or trying to make sure you explain well what you're doing so people understand it, and then I think it just makes it take longer. So really, when you're doing it, it probably won't take you that much longer unless you're doing a video. But then you're used to that. And if you have, you know, followers you've had for years or whatever, they're probably used to your videos too. And if they like them longer, I'm sure you know that. But yeah, I would really appreciate it if somebody, you know, if you guys would leave comment in the comments below and let me know, do you like the longer videos? Do you like the longer projects, the like series projects? Or would you rather just keep to stuff that can be done, you know, in one video? Because I'm flexible either way. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. It's just whether I'm going to do it on camera or off the camera. So that way I know if you like this series things, I'll do more of those on camera. If you don't, then I'll do more of the smaller, simpler things on camera and do my longer projects just myself. But I love crafting with you, so yeah, you guys stay safe out there. Hope everybody's, you know, getting done what they need or want to get done for Christmas. I finally got my grandkids' Christmas ordered. Should have done it a long time ago. Usually by now I have everything done, and this year has just been, I don't know. Be ready to forget about it, I guess. But, you know, stay safe out there, everybody. Wear your masks when you're out and about. Protect yourself and others, and stay safe. God bless. Bye-bye.